My name is Stephanie Dybel, and I'm the Program and Partnership Manager with Michigan Nonprofit Association. And I am here today with Rick from Card Connect. Since 2006, Card Connect, a Pfizer company, has partnered with associations to offer their members the value of wholesale credit card processing rates with personalized customer service. Card Connect currently partners with over 200 associations across the nation, including Michigan Nonprofit Association. And today we are going to be going over Card Connect and frequently asked questions that Card Connect receives on a daily basis with Rick. Before we dive in, Rick, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would. Thank you for having me today, and it's a pleasure to be here. As Stephanie mentioned, folks, my name is Rick Callis with CarConnect. I've been with the organization almost 15 years now. April 20th will be my 15th anniversary. I took the role as a partner development manager about 3 years ago, where I assist association partners members with their credit card processing needs. And today, we're going to discuss briefly how we can assist with your payment acceptance by going over the commonly asked questions that we receive on a daily basis. So, Stephanie, I am ready to, as we call it, rock and roll whenever you are ready.
All right. Do you want to start off by giving us a little bit more information about what Card Connect is to start off with?
Yes. So our parent company is Fiserv, not to confuse anyone. Fiserv they build technology solutions for the banks and credit unions, very large organization worldwide. They acquired us in 2017, Car Connect. It just kind of made sense on their end because they're dealing with the banks and credit unions. So why not provide another add-on value to their clients, which are the banks and credit unions? And what we do is set businesses up to take ACH, debit, and credit cards as a form of payment. Obviously, we work in a very highly competitive atmosphere. I'm sure a lot of members receive calls every single day. I would say not every day, once a week, maybe once a couple of times a month, to try to get them to switch over the merchant services and let them know, like, hey, we can save you money. Let's do this. Today we're going to discuss how we can assist with MNA members' credit card processing acceptance by going over the commonly asked questions that we receive on a daily basis. So yeah, in a nutshell, we set business up to take ACH, debit, and credit cards as a form of payment. We've been in the industry since 2006.
All right. So first question we want to kind of go over is, what if someone is already with a bank? How does that impact your work with Card Connect?
Yeah, so banks are very common in our industry. Obviously, we're Fiserv. We build, as I just mentioned, we work with most of the banks and credit unions out there as it is, and we're not here to break up any happy marriages with banks. Continue to do your banking with them. Banks usually go through a company like ours, acquire everything to set you up your merchant account. So we know this because, again, we're the credit card processing arm for a lot of banks. So basically, we'd be eliminating that middle party and put that money, a little bit extra money back in your pocket. I think banks are going to continue to be common in our industry just because for brand new business owners, when they set up their banking account, do their banking with them, their intuition tells them, Stephanie, like, I'm just going to go to my bank. My bank can help me out with this. Well, most banks aren't a credit card processor. They go through a company like ours, acquire everything to set them up for their merchant accounts. So again, we're going to eliminate that middle party and put that extra money back in your pocket. So, for the most part, banks are a separate entity from credit card processing.
All right. In a similar realm, what about someone who's in a contract currently and kind of thinking about Card Connect? What would you say to them?
Yeah, it's a very common question. It's a common theme to have a contract in our industry, for the most part, anyways. Just because a business is in a contract, it doesn't necessarily mean we can't save the member money on the processing fees. It doesn't mean that the member is 100% handcuffed and they can't shop around and see what else is out there. After looking into it, if we found it beneficial for both parties, we would help buy out the contract. Okay. Usually contracts are 1 to 3 years. typically 200, $350 is what the buyout is. And like I said, we would assist with the buyout if it made sense for both parties.
All right. And then what would you say to someone who's just curious about their rates, wants to know what are my rates going to be? How would you respond to that?
Yeah, it's again, I would say when I go to events, that is the probably the number one question. I think we can all agree it's business common sense that people, business owners want the absolute best service, customer service for the cheapest price, right? It's a common thing that'll never go away. So through our relationship with you folks, we do have a meet or beat policy, Stephanie. As you can imagine, uh, for those out there that look at their merchant account statement every now and again, rates are based off many factors. What kind of cards you take. I don't mean American Express, Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Those are the brands. What I mean is, are you processing a lot of regular cards, regular debit cards, regular rewards cards, uh, corporate cards, corporate rewards cards, government cards? There are roughly 300 to 400 different type of credit cards in the market, depending on what type of credit cards that you're making those transactions with, is going to dictate what you pay to the card brands in issuing banks, right? So that comes in a factor. How are you taking your transactions? Are you in a retail environment where you have a mobile dipper or EMV chip reader? Are you swiping in front of the customer? Obviously, there's less risk involved, so there's going to be a cheaper discount rate associated with those transactions. If you're keying in over the phone or through hosted payment form or through invoicing link, shopping cart, what we call those a non-present environment, Stephanie. So, there's going to be more risk involved. So therefore, there's typically going to be a little bit higher percentage when you process those type of transactions. How much money are you processing each month on a monthly basis? Obviously, if you're processing $1,000 a month, that's really not a lot of volume. So there's probably not a lot of wiggle room for savings. But usually when you start to process $3,000 to $5,000 a month, that's where the credit card processing company like Card Connect can come in and show you a little bit of savings. Okay. What's your average ticket size, folks? The bigger the average ticket, obviously, the more painful it is. You got to pay out that processing fee. It's just basic math. What rate program are you on? There are 5 different rate programs out in the market. We want to have an opportunity to compare apples to apples. And are there any hidden fees on your statement or any unnecessary fees on your statement, folks, that you're not aware of? So I know it's a long answer to get to the question, but my point is there's a ton of factors that come into play. We prefer to take a more consultative approach, Stephanie, for each member to give them the best deal possible. And we do this by requesting 1 or 2 of the members' merchant account statement. We will conduct the savings analysis, show them line by line on their statement how we can where and how we can show them savings. And if we can't show the member enough money to justify a switch, and their big pain point with their current processor is savings, then we're going to let them know and part ways as friends. But we are going to provide a line by line comparison of the rates and fees we can honor for the member and the amount of money we can put back in their business pocket. So right now you can expect savings to be anywhere from 5 to 40% off your month end. But it really depends on where you're currently priced at and how much money you're processing each month in credit card sales. Okay. So we do have a meet or beat policy. So we'll do our best to put that extra money back in your pocket. And again, if we can't save enough money to justify a switch, we're going to let the member know.
All right. That's a ton of good information. Thank you. Our next question is, do you compete with Square or PayPal? Or what does that look like?
Yeah. So Square and PayPal is a very strong and popular brand within our industry. They've been around for a while. I don't really see them going away. But in my opinion, they're not our competition. Businesses like Square and PayPal, Stefan, because they don't charge a monthly fee. With Card Connect, we do charge a monthly fee, but because of this, our rates are going to be a lot lower. If you process more or around $2,000 to $3,000 a month in credit card volume, you should start to investigate other options. Square and PayPal, Stephanie, they offer a flat rate program, which their rates are located on their site. It's public knowledge. It's a swipe and non-swipe flat rate. If a merchant prefers the simplicity of a flat rate program, we can put them on it. We have our own flat rate program as well, a swipe, non-swipe rate to compete with PayPal and Square. It's just going to be a little cheaper. But a flat rate program may not be what's best for the member. That's why, again, as I just mentioned, we like to take a more consultative approach and request a merchant account statement to do a line by line comparison to ensure we are giving the best deal possible. So there will be times where, for example, we may have to, if a member is on a flat rate program, Steph, we may have to move them over to another program to maximize savings. And also, our technology can easily match theirs. That's not a problem. So Square and PayPal, in my opinion, are great for businesses who are processing $2,000 to $3,000 and under. My wife has a separate business. She actually doesn't use Card Connect because she is processing right around $1,000 a month, maybe not even. So I just tell her to stay there. But once she starts to process a little bit more money, she should definitely start investigating another option. Obviously, she's going to come to me. But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with Square and PayPal. They're a great company. They've been around for a while, but they're going to be a little more expensive than us. And I will just say one more quick thing. I think at the end of the day, no matter what service provider a member is going to be looking into, whether it's Car Connect or whatever vendors out there that MNA works with, they're going to want customer service. They're going to want convenience if something goes down. That's going to be me, right? I'm attached to all the MNA accounts. They can always reach out to me. I'll provide my contact information after discussion. So if they ever need anything, they can always reach out to me. I don't pretend to be a customer service rep, folks, by any stretch of the imagination, but I can definitely guide you to the right location or to the right department with every issue that you're experiencing at that particular time.
All right, awesome. Thank you for that information. Our next question is, can you process payments online?
Oh, of course, yeah. 75% merchants that we sign up monthly are processing in a non-present environment. We can set a member up any way possible, any way you can possibly imagine. When it comes to taking ACH debit and credit cards as a form of payment, whether it be through a hosted payment form, sending the invoicing link, keying into a phone, through a shopping cart, through a virtual terminal. Our virtual terminal, folks, is called CardPoint. It's proprietary. We own it. We built it. It's a multi-channel payment processing platform with real-time transaction. Partners and merchants love CardPoint. In my opinion, this is where we earn their business besides their competitive pricing. It's extremely user-friendly, folks, CardPoint. Again, not only can it serve as a virtual terminal where you can log into CardPoint and manually key everything in, but you can have more than one user on it. Again, you can pull batching, funding report, chargeback report. This is where you have access to your merchant account statement, which I can't even begin to tell you, MNA, because how important that is, because we speak to a lot of small business owners every day, and I would say 25% of them don't even know how to go about finding the statement. They don't even know who processes their payments in the back end. So you should look at your statement once a month, spend 1 or 2 minutes every month, because by law, if anything changes within our industry or anything has to change within the actual merchant account, folks, the credit card processing company has to notify you, and they're always going to notify you via statement. So it's really important that you know where to retrieve a merchant account statement. So yeah, you can within CardPoint, like I said, you can pull reporting, you can order receipt rolls, you can order terminals. Then last but not least, what you can do is reach out to our customer service. So you don't have to reach out to me. You don't have to call our 800 number customer line if something goes down. You can go log into CardPoint and create a customer service ticket. This is super convenient. And once the customer ticket is completed, you're going to get a notification via email, folks, that the ticket is completed. And once our representative responds to the ticket, you're also going to get another email notification. And from within that email, you can click on the ticket number, and it's going to guide you within CardPoint and guide you within a ticket, so you can continue chatting with our customer service rep. So CardPoint is also where you become PCI compliant, which I'm sure we're going to talk about next. But you can literally do everything within CardPoint, whether it's in your office or on the go through the mobile application. Like I said, besides our competitive pricing, folks, I believe this is where we win members over, in my opinion.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Our next question, as you kind of alluded to, was how do you protect clients' credit card information and what does that look like?
Yeah. So again, this is just my opinion, but when I talk about who we are as an organization, I like to break it up in three pillars. I like to break it up, security, convenience, customer service. I just talked about, and and in competitive pricing, right? Affordable program, I should say. And to me, security and customer service are parallel. They're equally as important. This is just my opinion. Protecting payment card information is essential in what we do. Being Fiserv means that we work with most of the banks and credit unions, anyways. Um, and then processing billions of dollars in annual sales every single year, and all those cards that are on file need to be protected. And we ensure that all merchants become PCI certified, Stephanie, and know where to access that questionnaire once their merchant account is approved. Again, a PCI questionnaire, most folks know what it is. It's a questionnaire to fill out. It was created by the card brands and issuing banks 20 plus years ago to ensure that merchants know how to securely process a transaction to minimize risk, fraud, and chargebacks, right? It's not exactly a fun topic to talk about. I'll agree with you that, but it's necessary. So, and then secondly, our terminals are PDP encrypted with EMB chip readers. They've been around for probably 10 years now, I want to say, and tap to pay are very common in the retail environment. And then last but not least, tokenization, where we tokenize all cards on file with each card being encrypted. Even our merchants don't have access to the payment card holder information within our virtual terminal. Okay. I talked about pulling batch reportings and all those reports, right? They only see our merchants only see the last 4 digits of the card number on file. So there's a token associated with each card on file, and each card on file is encrypted. So in the event of a breach, they're going to see all this mumbo jumbo information. They're going to see all encrypted data. They're not going to see the payment card holder information. Tokens are randomly generated and impossible to decrypt, and they can be used for recurring charging or recurring billing if you're set up that way. And as far as security goes, yeah, I mean, we take that in customer service very, very seriously.
All right. Is there anything else that you would want to share with maybe members who are exploring the idea of Card Connect, or anything that we didn't cover that you think might be beneficial for our M&A members?
Yeah, I would leverage the M&A relationship first if you're going to be shopping around. Obviously I'm going to say that. But I think when you're shopping around, you should, if you have a partnership with an organization, you should go through them first. There's a reason why we've grown so fast over the years, Stephanie, is because of partners like our association partners. You had mentioned we have 200 association partners right now. We probably have 2,000 partners all in general. We partner up with we're really heavy in integrated space where we partner with a lot of software developers. We didn't grow overnight. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of manpower to become who we are today, but we didn't do this without our partners. Like we do get calls to the PPC engine, SEO engine, of course. If you Google credit card processing, we're going to be 1 or 2, 3, whatever, top 5 on the list. But we get most of our leads from our partners. So I would definitely leverage the relationship. If you don't, you want to shop outside of MNA, I would kind of take some notes, what we discussed today, and look for a couple things. How long the processor has been around, what kind of security they have to protect payment card information. Are they competitive? If you're shopping around, you should definitely shop with us to see if they compete with us. And then convenience. What's their customer service like? We never shut down customer service. Do you have an actual person you can reach out to if something goes down? So those are the kind of the 4 or 5 things I would look for in a credit card processor if a member does decide to shop.
All right. And then if someone wants to learn more about Card Connect, where should they turn? Where should they go? What's the easiest way to connect with you guys?
Yeah, the most convenient way. I mean, there's a couple ways. One, you can go to the website. We're on your website. There's a co-brand landing page there. You can read up more on who we are as an organization. And at the very bottom, there's going to be an online inquiry. Go ahead and fill it out. Within 1 or 2 hours, a representative should reach out to you from the time we receive the inquiry to walk you over a program pricing. Please note, there is in the inquiry, there is a comment box there. So if there's a particular day and time that works best for you, please put that in the comment box. And of course, we will work around your schedule. Also, you can reach out to me. You have my contact information at 872-365-6436. You can email me at richard.callis@fiserv.com. Last name is spelled Kallas. And you can always email me, or you can reach out to you, Stephanie. you know who I am. You can introduce me to the member, and from there, we can continue that conversation. That said, just to let everyone know, I don't set merchant accounts up. So that's not what I do. I manage partnerships. So in the event you do decide to reach out to us, you will not be speaking with me. But if you did decide to join the Car Connect team, you obviously can use me down the road if you have any questions or concerns.
Yeah, and absolutely. Any members, anyone with questions can absolutely reach out to MNA as well, and we'd be happy to make that connection. All right, Rick, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for sharing this information. And as always, thank you for partnering with us. And we look forward to working more together in the future.
Ditto. And I look forward to working with everyone in the future. And I hope to hear some members soon. And you have a lovely day.